welcome to the next week in Chop Shop. I want that freaking state game back if they were gonna play it. I feel like I could have beat them. Could be 6 of them right now, maybe. Playing HurricaneNate7 out of Mountain, Alabama. Games in before the Chop Shop Truck Race Center.
If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Fielded in the end zone, it's Riddick. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback.
My battery died and it started moving.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll give it to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Shakes off the defender. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Yeah, I think because the quarterback just wasn't able to transfer his weight and really step into that throw, the ball sailed on him a little bit. That defender had a chance to make that interception. That's one you've got to make the quarterback pay for.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Evans. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That's it, fly. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Lack of concentration that time by the receiver. If he catches it, it's going to be a first down. You just have to look that ball and do what you do every single day in practice. In your sleep. That's a bad break for the offense early.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Yes. And they'll just down it right there.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
The Crimson Tide been deep in their own end, trying to find a little breathing room. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Quick strike complete. Turning it on! He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. At the 45 on its way. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Intercepted for the 11th time. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a 4th down and 3. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Crimson Tide been deep in their own end trying to find a little breathing room. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Russell. Here's a heat. Pulls it in, it's Jackson. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Dances away to buy time. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was saying he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Russell. That's reeled in, it's Meadows. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. He's loose. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on 3rd down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Riddick. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last one. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job of finishing.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Trying to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Back to throw. It's Evans. Fires to the right. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Takes it the other way. Touchdown! a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He'll bring it out. It's Riddick. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Armstrong. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
And the Aggies will line it up on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. The short hands. It's Armstrong. There he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Russell. Starting to feel a little pressure. Throwing on the run. Brings it down on the right side. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the end.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Gets it out quickly. There he goes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Looking to get it in. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Russell. Touchdown tie! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Riddick. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Takes his shot. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down and brings up third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air, it's Russell. Finds his man, it's Meadows. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Clements. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The offense cashing it in on that drive. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Quarterback and a running back set up in the pistol. Looking for a man. It's Evans. Got it in the middle. It's Armstrong. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Shoved back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Armstrong. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Aggies are in the hurry-up. Looking for room. It's Riddick. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
Wants to throw. It's Evans. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Buys a little extra time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Edwards. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Russell. Snagged in the middle, it's Edwards. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense falls on the ball, going to be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad play at a bad time.
Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, he had it, the deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Figures.
They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Aggies will kick it away to start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need...
Into the secondary on the right. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Touchdown, Bama! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot. He's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody. Live with the results because everything else ain't working anyway.
And the tackle is made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Sweep cut there.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
He's got the back in the middle. Fights off the defender. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. The option look. He'll toss it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up. But somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Open on a screen pass. Look at this shit. He's over here colliding with 3 other fucking people. Like, get open.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Starts to scramble to the left. Turns it loose. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Looks it in at the 40.
You have got to be fucking
He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Dropping back, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. Got some room in under the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep,
how many
but
players
they
are
went
gonna get
nowhere.
hurt?
It'll be
Every
marked
2
down at the
plays.
1.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on...
Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Notre Dame is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair for the Golden Domers. They're up 14 over Georgia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Working that left side. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Aggies headed quickly to the line. They'll go to the ground. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Fires on the move. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Trying to take it back.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Off play action. Looking for the score. Touchdown tie. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. 14. And he's not going to take the touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Holds it in on the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
What a throw on first down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And that's a long way to throw the football. When you throw that comeback, it's all the way out wide. Nice job by the corner seeing it. The receiver looks like he's running a vertical route, but then sets it down. He stays right there with him, breaks on the football, and swats it down.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to scramble. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man, it's Washington. And the defense drags him down.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you gotta have it. You gotta be on the same page, and they were there.
The throw to the outside is complete. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
White 53.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual threat quarterback, and right now this defense has no answer for him.
This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Now the play fake. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Didn't make him sweat it all. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Aggies racing to the line in a hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Evans. Buys a little time. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to take off, turning it on. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling to help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Snaps it in the shotgun. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Running to Green. Lots of running room. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
3rd down and inches, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still executed a good level. Not only picking up the 1st down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
Dropping back, it's Evans. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Aggies! A great catch and run for 6. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here. Breaks into the open. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
On the play.
Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Corner's going to give them room. Scanning the field, it's Evans. Gets it out fast. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Texas A&M going up tempo. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. He'll toss it. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. To the air on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Oh, he wants it all. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Under fire. What the fuck? As he throws the big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you can try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.
Pathetic freaking game.
So now it's 2nd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down.
Black 18. Black 18. 282 Monster Indy. 82 Monster Indy.
I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Dances away. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close.
Started off the game, couldn't score, got the interception, right down in the red zone immediately, couldn't score. Like, what the fuck? No one right there. Could have had 2 scores before he even got 1. I got 0. I don't have time to play the 2-star right now, so I'll check it out real quick though. But maybe I can do the recruiting part now. That would actually just play after tomorrow. Oh, never mind. We're on a bye week. All right, I don't have to play that. We're good. Never mind. We are off. Oh, that's right. This is the first I think I'm recording. I forgot to say something. Both dynasties now, we have a newcomer in both of them. Dove has joined both dynasties. Buffalo here, Ole Miss in the other one. So we have a 7th SEC team. And ironically, he joined with this couple days ago. Wanted Ole Miss, and that's who Colby has right now. With our advance just now, yesterday. Dove joined 2 days ago, I think it was. Yes, I think it was Saturday night we were on the Xfinity race. So maybe 3 nights ago, right? Maybe it was Sunday night, but anyway. He joined, and ironically, the next game for Colby, because he was on a bye week, was going to be Dove, because that's who he picked, is Ole Miss, and that's who Colby has this week right here. So I had Alabama and Colby and Dove play each other. And then Dove is Buffalo in this one. So, yes, he joined in the middle of the season. It's now available on Game Pass and EA Play. So he was able to get it now. But yeah, I forgot to mention that because you see, it was days ago for me, so it's not like it's new news, but new news. But it is new because I haven't streamed since. So that was after I played my game last time. So yes, he is Ole Miss, and they play each other this week as well as. So that was the other user game this week, other than me and Alabama, which, just saw did not go well. So yes, newcomer in both dynasties, Red Dove. So. Colby's already in the storm, chat. Getting ready for the truck race at Auto Club Speed. Track that is no longer